What's going on, guys? This is JT here. I'm here with my boy Nabtron, and we are trying to figure some stuff out with the defense of Siren Guard. Now, if you guys know, there is an endless mode, and in that endless mode, it seems that mobs have different hit points depending on who it is looking at the mob. Now, we don't know whether it's from resonance or we don't know whether it's from combat rating. We're not exactly sure what changes the amount of hit points. So what we have done is I've actually lowered my resonance to 1050, and my current combat rating is looking at 4535. Now, if we inspect Nabtron right here's resonance, you will notice that this man as well has 6,251 combat rating. However, he has exactly the same resonance. So we both have 1050 resonance. So now we're going to go into battle and see if the mob's life determines through resonance or if it is determined through combat rating. This is a very easy way, in my opinion, to figure it out. So that is what we're going to be testing. All right, so I am good. Let's go ahead and enter. So we're going to begin in endless mode, and let's just go ahead and check out one of these mobs on the far right. Let's make sure we get the same mob, obviously. Let's see here. All right, so this mob right here to the far right, this Immortal, what does that have HP for you?
56,071. 56071.
Okay, so it has 55,618 for me. 55,618. All right, let's wait until we get one really big mob. And one thing I notice as well is we're actually able to kill these mobs at, you know what I mean, like at a pretty fast pace. So these mobs definitely scale with either your resonance or combat rating, which I'm guessing it's got to be some sort of combat rating at this point because our resonance is exactly the same. All right, how about one of these bats right here? Actually, never mind, they all have different. How about this bat?
52,373.
Yeah, mine was at 51. So, and your combat rating's higher than mine. So it's got to be by combat rating, dude. It's got to be, I'm guessing. Unless it's going in more detail and maybe going through. Surely it's not adding up like gems. And how about this one guy right here?
67,611.
Hold on, stop killing him. The one here. How about this one right here that's hitting you right there? That one's 42,411 for me.
42,756.
Yeah, so they all are different hit points, you know, because one thing I noticed is whenever I had all my combat rating, which the total was like 7,500 combat rating, I noticed that my mob's HP were literally double everybody else's, or almost double everybody else's that I was fighting against. So that is very interesting. So all these mobs do scale in some way, which is very important for this as well, because that basically means you want to go for group composition rather than just picking out the players with the highest resonance or the players with the highest whatever, because all these mobs do scale down to make it to where basically everybody can be a skilled level. It's all about setting up the right group, and absolute domination is what it's about. All right, so I mean, what do you think after this testing, Nabtron? How do you think it's scaling after what you've heard? We both have the same exact resonance.
I think this scales off of combat rating, not Paragon level, not
Oh, it's definitely not Paragon level. Do you think that it's scaled off of only combat rating, or do you think something else is involved as well, or no?
I think it's just combat rating.
Okay, so just combat rating scale. All right, how much does this big Temptress right here that's coming at me have? You see this big girl that's hitting me, this vile Temptress, this yellow thing?
94,241.
Yeah, 94. So it's 93. So the HP is barely different. It's not really that much. And your combat rating is 6251. This is what's kind of scaring me a little bit. Like your combat rating 6251, and my combat rating is 4535. So that's basically almost 2,000 more combat rating you have. And the mob's life really isn't like that. I mean, it's a little bit more, but it's not like that insanely more. Let me. Can you?
I think the mobs are scaled down, and I think I'm scaled down to be more in line with you, but just a little bit higher.
Yeah, I guess so. That's very interesting to know. We got to do a little bit more testing on this to figure out the exact, because I don't feel like it's only combat rating. I feel like it's combat rating and also some other statistic, and I don't know what it is exactly.
My life is currently 74,602. 74,602.
So my life is 81,300 basically. My damage is 6730. What's your damage?
My damage is currently 6789.
67. Oh, Dude, it might be scaled by damage then. Because, dude, these mobs' life are really freaking close. Let's scale off our damage and let's see what happens. That's what we need to do. Yo, let's leave the... We can't... How do we leave? We can't leave... Oh, yeah, let's click the exit door. Now, I'm going to leave this right quick. Yeah, let's leave this. I'll just put this in the same video, and then let's scale up our damage. Alright, so I have all my other... Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and remove... Let me see. Yeah, I'll just remove these gems. See, I'll remove that. I'll put some.
So you want to remove?
I want you to stay the same. I want you to stay the same. But I want to go back in just 1 second. Because I'm about to put some resonance gems in there and see how this affects now. Because I truly think it's going to be based on some sort of damage. All right, so your damage, you said your damage was 6,000 something, right?
Correct. Damage is 6789.
All right, my damage is way high. It's almost above 10,000 right now. So we're going to get a clear view of what this does. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and remove this. And add this 7 because it's going to be pretty massive. All right, so my damage right now is 9,724. All right, let's go ahead and go back in.
Healed.
All right, so let's go ahead and pull over. Let's go to this far. Let's just go to the far mob down here, the one furthest down, which is right there. That mob is 56,620 for me. What is this guy right here that's hitting me? To you.
4537.
So it's damage, dude. It's freaking damage. It's based on damage then. So the mob
So if you
is
assembled groups that had damage ranges similar to each other, you'd all have the same hit points in the mobs.
yes.
Like this mob is 36,542. This guy that's whacking me right
Yeah,
now.
that guy's 51,040 to me.
That's a huge swing.
51,040. So the question is, does resonance play in this at all? Because
Resonance doesn't add to damage, it adds to combat rating though, doesn't it?
well, no. Resonant adds the amount of your base attributes. So the way I got more resonance was put more resonance in there because it gives the stats more benefits, right? So, but the question is does it matter? Like, does resonance matter? Because the damage scales down with your resonance. So basically kind of takes my resonance away, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, dude. All right, well, hey, that's a good test. I'm going to go ahead and post this video up. So it looks like the mob scales strictly on damage, unless it's hit points, but I highly doubt that's the case. It's got to be damage. It's got to be damage based. Wow, that's crazy to know, bro. Thanks for that, bro. Appreciate you.